Ah,
That's a
rip.
jack in the bag and a bounty in the bank.
Oh wow, no, I was only losing like 2 seconds there maybe 4 at most. Yeah, that's all right. That was a pretty bad run overall. I'm not too upset about that. Oops, what did I just do? E, what does E do? I guess E doesn't do anything.
Hey Chris, do you read me? Wake up.
Just resting my eyes. What's our ETA?
You're about 10 minutes from the DMZ drop zone.
Damn, they were gonna bump me up to first class.
Listen, we're close. You might want to get your gear together for the drop. You checked out your new
Yeah, I'm not
PA?
actually sure why that didn't count
Seems nicer
as
than the one we had in Libya.
a
Hope it's more durable.
We know you'll treat
as a
this
reputation
shit a lot
loss
better.
with the Mafia.
I heard
It's
that.
possible that
You
me
can
shooting the
stop
ground
using it
put
for
him
minute.
into
I
a
wanna test
combat
it
state,
I'm
and
tagged into every
that
satellite feed
was
I can get
enough
my hands
to
on.
like
That means when I send you a blip on your
prevent
PDA,
a
you
warp
check it
from
out.
being
This
possible.
thing play MP3s?
Or he
Really?
No.
might have just not been looking at me, or the game just might be weird. So there's like 3 main
I know it's
reasons
not
why that
state-of-the-art.
might have not worked. But
Me down
yeah, I
before.
mean it's whatever. That was kind of a lousy attempt anyway. Ideally, I should be on pace.
M67.
I don't think like being under,
Should get me started.
or sorry, being what is the word, ahead, or whatever. Being ahead of my run, like coming out of clubs, is necessary, or even like
You heard the man. Time to get going. Chris, you
easy
ready?
to do.
Yeah.
But
You know they say the
I should
DMZ is
be
the most dangerous
right about
place
on
Earth.
pace. Like I would say,
You
like
worried
plus
about
or,
me, Fiona?
plus or minus 2
I'm worried
seconds is
about
kind
our
of
payday.
what I'm looking for.
$100 million.
Because even though I have this like pretty big 15-second potential
Trust
from
me.
the Tide,
I'll die trying.
like this is a gold. This is a gold except for dialogue. Pretty much everything is
Ready to go for a ride?
it's like close to perfect. I guess this one also isn't that good. Like I've got 5 seconds to save here. It's like these two together. It's like 20 seconds. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna take that back. Yeah, I definitely want to be under going into diamonds, even if it's just 1 second under. I think if I'm over going into diamonds, then I can't be too happy about clubs I have.
Your primary objective is to get to the Allied HQ. Colonel Garrett is waiting.
I'm on my way.
This is the southern border to the DMZ. The Allied HQ is
Special
due north.
delivery. They're shooting at me.
This is honestly one of the hardest parts of the entire run, Antioch. Like this
Great, they've
is
blocked the
like
road.
such an input dense section right here.
The area is a lot hotter than we expected.
Like most of the faction contracts are actually pretty
I am
easy
under
and
heavy
Yeah, the
straightforward.
North Koreans stage an assault on the Allied head north to the Allied HQ. Garrett is expecting you.
I just want you to explain to me why we're still getting the crap chilled out of us. And I don't want to...
Wow, I almost felt that from here. BAN said you killed him. Alright, that's okay. You can still verify him, but now we only get half the bounty. Good work, but we get a lot more money if you capture them. Anyway, 1 down, 51 to go. Now let's take care of those artillery pieces. BAN are providing air support. You should be
Oh
able
my
to
God.
target the artillery. Great work.
Wow,
Now,
that was
please.
pathetic. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to do the
Now
crash
get back to
landing
the
strat
AN
here.
HQ. Wow, what an egg.
Oh,
They
there we
really
go.
needed your help.
Nice.
Not bad. Maybe I was wrong about it. And I sure as hell don't mind the opportunity to get something done.
The Allies announced today the death of Jin Ho-yong, a.k.a. the Two of Clubs. This first victory, General Commandant General Commandant has
Honestly, the best way to get those artillery guns is to just, like, kind of take it slow. Like, steady your aim, fire 3 good shots, and then move on to the next one and do the same thing. Otherwise, you end up doing what I did, which was, like, spraying blindly and hoping for the best. Which can be effective, but it's just not very consistent.
박사령관님을 보러 영병이 여기 왔습니다. 사령관님, 이분이 바로 대령님이 전화하신.
What do you think? Are you going to be able to work with this guy?
His money's green, isn't it?
I've identified each defense point for you. They'll flash when NK troops are in proximity. You won't have long to get from point to point, so be quick. Troops are attacking the north defense point.
I think I got the, did I get the glitch? I'm hoping I got, yeah, I think I did get the glitch, okay. That's good. So they should already be attacking here, let's see. No, they're not, okay, never mind. So I almost got the glitch. I got like a partial, I did, one of the waves spawned in early, but it doesn't look like that cascaded into affecting the other waves.
NK troops are moving in on the south defense point.
Alright, this is a good step. Alright, assuming I can wrap up the final checkpoint relatively quickly.
NK forces are attacking the north defense point again.
No. Exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Blowing up those jeeps is the only thing that prevented me from failing the contract there. Every time you blow up a vehicle, you get a little bit of a mood or morale bump with them. So I was like right on the line there. Man, that really fell apart at the end. That sucks. That should have been like a pretty close to gold. I think that might have been a complete 15-second time save if it wasn't for that final checkpoint.
Nicely done. The South Korean reinforcements have arrived. Ka-ching.
Looking for some extra cash, eh?
Underestimate him.
I just forwarded you a message from a man named Yusuf
Oh yeah,
Yurinov.
definitely.
I've got
I'm
his
still
file
saving
here.
almost 10
He's a
seconds
major
here. That definitely would have been a gold, I think, if I hadn't messed up the final one.
There's something wrong with Sergei. I don't trust
Nice.
him.
For
Don't
sure.
worry. I've dealt with this
I
guy
slowed
before.
down a little bit more than I would have liked, but at least I got him on the first shot. Because that needs to be like an upper body shot or a headshot or something like that. Like you can't just hit him in the body because he's armored.
There's only scattered resistance in the area, but those machine guns could be dangerous. That's what the Russians
Nice.
are after. Sergei isn't going to... The Russians are providing a copter for you. I hope you remember to fly.
I prefer to fight on the ground.
Excuse me. If the helicopter knocked over the fence in front of you, do you think it'd be faster to go that way? I don't even know what you're referring to. Oh, you mean drive straight out the... Well, I don't know. I don't even know how you would do that, because it's not like the fence... You're saying if, like, the fence just completely, like, leaves this worldly domain? Like, if it basically... Oh, God.
Sergey isn't going to... The Russians are providing a truck and some soldiers for you.
Say, that truck looks familiar.
At least they patched it up.
Hey, I brought it back in one piece.
No, you can't knock over fences. They have to completely, like, declip from the ground, I think. I mean, I don't know. It's possible to knock them over, but it's really rare. Normally, they just kind of tilt a little bit. Also, it's pretty unusual for the like this time the helicopter wreckage went over and hit that fence. Like normally it doesn't. Normally the helicopter wreckage stays inside of the building with the truck.
There's the Jack. Take him out, we get our bounty.
Hacks. Where is he? There he is.
I am taking enemy fire.
All right, that was pretty good. I should be saving, or not saving, but I shouldn't be losing much time here. Ooh, he is not looking at me. I'm gonna have to run quickly to get his attention. Hopefully that worked.
Sergey
Nice.
isn't going to... First the Chinese, now the South Koreans. The Russians aren't out to make friends.
They're out to make money, just like me.
Alright. If the stars aligned and that fence just wasn't there, like I could fly or drive through it or whatever, I still don't think it would be faster to go that way. For what it's worth. I mean, if it were faster, it would be very, very marginally faster, because there's not really, like, any point where you can drive diagonally to cut the corner and, like, take a more efficient route.
They block the road. If you're not properly disguised, they will shoot at you on sight.
Oh, I've thought about testing this contract out a little bit more to see if I can, like, if I kill, like, a South Korean Humvee down the hill, if that would be better than... Anyway, let me pull this up. It's kind of hard to do while talking. Oh, I didn't get him out. I keep forgetting. But I did this last. What the hell? That's not what I wanted to do. I keep forgetting to get him out in these attempts. Oh, come on. That's fine, I guess. That was really slow.
Sergey isn't going to... Is it just me, or does Sergey seem a little crude, even for a mafia boss?
He's way out of his league.
Damn. I don't know
Joseph looks like the
what
real
my
deal.
roommate is cooking,
Well,
but it
watch out for
smells
him,
so
too.
good. It smells like
I'm forwarding you an
Japanese
email.
spaghetti.
Joseph is personally offering a bonus if you can finish this job quietly. Joseph just gave you access to a support item he thought you might find useful. I've identified the allied officer for you. Looks like he's giving a press conference. Don't let the journalists see you take him out. I don't think that's what Joseph had in mind by quiet. Gun down, 3 to go. I've identified the prisoner for you. He appears to be in an SK vehicle moving at high speed. I wonder where they're headed in such a hurry. Good work, you're halfway there. I've identified the SK officer. SK forces
Little
appear
slow
to have
there, but
secured the
not too
entire
bad.
area. It seems like they were waiting
Definitely
for the
losing some
arrival
ground
of the
here in
SK
diamonds,
prisoner.
but my diamonds
Won't
was
take long
almost
for word of the
flawless,
prisoner's
so
death
that's
to reach the SK
surprising.
officer. Better hurry. There you go, only one target left.
Nice.
I've
Nice
identified
early
the
kill
Chinese
there.
tank commander. I think he's on patrol in one of his tanks. That was the last target. Mission bounty is being transferred as we speak. Sergey isn't going to... Dealing with the press makes me nervous. Remember XOP's policy.
Don't get caught.
Oh, hey, Aristotle. I didn't even see you come into the chat. Yeah, there was some double music there for a little bit. That definitely happens every now and then. It's usually not a good sign. There seems to be a slight trend toward the game crashing when double music happens. But I've also gotten double music a lot in these New Game Plus attempts, so it also might just be something that happens more often with, like, the way I'm playing the game in the New
According
Game
to his
Plus
file, the
attempts.
Queen has been smuggling weapons into and out of the area. But the Allies have all the roads blocked off and they own the air, so how he's doing it is a mystery. Check your email. Joseph has some interesting insights into this journalist.
Did I switch to... Ooh. I don't know what grenade type I have out. I needed to switch to stuns, but I don't know if I did.
He's using the hospital as a cover for his operation. He's blowing up the hospital, destroying the evidence.
Oh,
If you don't
okay,
catch
good.
him, no one will know how he gets weapons into the area. Sergei is going to be happy to hear
That
about
was
this.
pretty good. Oh, I forgot to keep an eye on the South Korean mood. I made the same exact mistake the last run. So now I'm going to have to find a civilian to kill on the way to the Allied headquarters, which is not ideal. Usually there's like a truck that spawns here. Yes, okay, good. I think I can kill a South Korean soldier to make this faster. Yes, good. Okay, that's perfect. I'm at the exact mood I need to be. So now I don't need to kill any more civilians or do anything. So I shouldn't be losing time here because I had to do the exact same thing during my record. And if I am losing time, it'll only be like a second. So we're on a good pace here. We're still. Am I on sub 32 pace? That's the question.
We could use
Oh
some help
no!
around here,
Oh
mercenary.
no! Rip.
The clubs were easy. Businessmen. General Chang's forces are experienced.
Head on in.
I got your clearance. I don't care what they're denying. You tell that Russian...
That sucks. That's an easy one too. That's a
General
really
Chang is
easy
one of
dialogue
Saul's
skip.
closest aides and most
The
experienced
hard one is the
commanders.
one before
He'll be a
General
tough
Song.
nut to
So if
crack.
I'm messing that
Sure.
up, no, that's
I've
not
marked
good.
the
Oh no,
location
this
of
is
the Type
terrible
07
RNG for the
supergun
Black
on
Hawk
your radar.
2. Oof.
The gun is hardened
We're about
and
to
has a
fall
jamming
pretty
system
steeply
built
behind.
in. You'll need to find a way to destroy it.
Which way am I going here? I don't even know if I'm going to be able to catch this. Yeah, damn. Wow. That is trash. Oh my god. That is abysmal
General Chang
RNG.
is one of
Here we go.
Saul's
Now we got
closest aides and most
good RNG.
experienced commanders. He'll be a tough nut to crack.
Sure.
I've marked the location of the Type 07 supergun on your radar. The gun is hardened and has a jamming system built in.
Wow.
You'll need to find a way to destroy it.
If I'm on record pace at this point, it's just barely. I pretty much just lost the run in the last 60 seconds. I have like 50 seconds of time save in the latter half of the game. And that's assuming everything goes perfectly.
Your SNS signal's being jammed. The whole area around the supergun is bathed in radiation. You'll have to find a way to destroy it without getting close.
Oh no! Oh god! What a landing! Let's see. Hopefully I can get back in. If I can't get back into the
Supergun is
helicopter,
tough.
then that's
It'll
the end
take
of
a
the
few
run.
shots to destroy it.
It'll take too long to sort it out. That was a really bad landing. I was just kind of rushing because I'm behind.
Excellent. That threat has been eliminated.
Oh,
I
nice.
spotted some
Okay.
strange
So that was
activity.
actually a clutch landing, I
It
guess.
looks like General Chang is preparing for a final push. I've marked his location on your radar.
Nice. That was perfect. Well, the second attempt
Great
of the
work.
contract
Verified the ace of
was
diamonds.
perfect.
The Allies are wiring the bounty to us now.
Run! It's one of ours.
Adriana, I'm happy to report that the Director of General...
My sniper out or my rocket sniper? Well, I am technically on record pace, but I also just lost some time there because I didn't call in the helicopter like right away. I kind of stumbled over the menuing. So this is like, you know, I'm on probably 5-second at best record pace here.
들어오세요.
Oh, fast dialogue, hype, Roka happy.
You must think you're pretty badass,
I
killing
am
so many
pretty
of my
badass.
men and then strolling in here
Thanks for
looking for
noticing,
work. Keep
Buford.
it up, and I will personally.
Oh, okay, apparently I golded that.
Buford's starting to sound a little burned out to me.
There's plenty to burn out a man like Buford.
Alright, hopefully we get some Humvees on the road
The
here.
KIFV was designed for
Judge
electronic
you,
warfare.
judge you.
It acts as a radar jammer, so you'll have to
There's
rely on
Humvee.
your wits in there. Agent Mitchell Buford is... You ever get the feeling we're fighting 3 or 4 different wars here?
They're definitely getting their money's worth out of us.
Oh yeah, Escar Gold, hype.
You're close to one of the roadblocks. One roadblock destroyed. You're now an enemy of the Chinese. That's 3 down, well done. One more down.
Back.
Not too hard.
Get him! Charge!
Perfect, that'll be a
Agent
gold.
Mitchell
That
Buford.
was excellent. Oh wow, not a gold. Only by half a
This
second
queen
though.
brings us much closer to Sung. He's
That
got
could
to be
just
running
be
scared by now.
user error.
Like the man said, he can run, but he can't hide.
Alright, well, we're ahead. Just like that. So there's pretty much no time to save in the rest of the run, as far as I know. Oh no, there's a little bit of time save during the King of Spades contract. There's a little bit of time save potential there. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Definitely has a chance. Definitely have a chance here. This is a bit basically my first attempt. And already like almost getting a record. The one thing I'll say about like the pacifist and 100% grind
The complex
is
is well guarded. I'd advise
I
a
think
stealthy approach.
I've definitely become a better player from doing that. Even though, you know, it took so long to get records, it was mostly bad RNG, not really execution that was
Your
like
SNS signal's being
causing it to
jammed.
take so long. And now I think all of that playing and practice and stuff is paying off in the unrelated categories.
Support options are back online. The chemical plant is finished. Nice work. There's some heavy armor at the next SAM. Be careful. Stop him. He's trying to get away.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Roger, this is Expo 2. I am in the air.
That's one SAM taken down.
I see your smoke. I'm at the LZ.
You've taken out 2 of the SAMs.
I am taking enemy fire.
Agent Mitchell Buford. That man is mighty serious about taking out the Chinese.
Hey, He's passionate about his work.
I'm gonna fly to the right here instead of left like I normally do because I'm pretty sure this guy is more to my right than he is to my left. I don't know why I always turn around left there. I think I could save this second. Feeling pretty optimistic about this. I just need to I think so. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying something a little new here, so this actually might not work. But I'm gonna try to like swing around the left side of Lighthouse rather than the right side, and I hope that that will put me in a better position to fly away, which should save some time. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I definitely think that's better. I think that's faster than doing it the way I was doing it before.
Great. Now get that man back to SKHQ.
So yeah, this actually, I don't know, this actually might be a gold if I don't have any problems dropping him off.
Agent Mitchell Buford.
Nice.
Careful out there. This thing between China and the SK forces, it's gonna blow any minute.
Too bad you'll have to watch it from the cheap seats.
I mean, literally, if anything goes wrong, this run is over, but, you know, we're hanging in there, hanging in. Got a nice, I'll need the cushion, I'll need the 5-second cushion for the ace contract, ace of spades, because my gold is, oh, who's here? Is that prenup?
No.
No, it's Sniper. Hello, Sniper.
Hello.
I heard my own voice coming through your mic and thought it was prenup. I don't know what that says about anything, but
Maybe that I have better equipment than prenup, which is surprising because it is not true.
that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking something more along the lines of my voice sounds like prenups, at least in my head. You know what I mean? Like I heard my voice and thought it was prenups.
Oh, okay. That is not what I thought you were saying. That's interesting, though.
Even though
I think
I know that we have different voices
prenup
because I hear myself in streams. And obviously I hear prenup, so.
Yeah, I think we all have pretty distinct voices. I don't think any of us really sound
my
too much
God.
like each other.
I'm sure Colonel Pink's pretty happy about it.
Did it not work?
Oof.
Oh, no. Oh, I see the problem here. I'm a couple seconds behind.
Oh my God. That's actually like significant in the, you know, just because of like where we're at right here. Like, that was like 3 seconds right there because that box wasn't letting me jump.
I am on the edge of my seat right now.
Last time you joined chat at the very end of a New Game Plus run that was going well, I missed the spawn kill. Let's see if history repeats itself.
We shall see.
I guess he wasn't at the refinery.
Whoa, that can't be good.
Not at the reactor either. There's only one place left. He's got to be at the nuclear plant.
Whoa, that can't be good.
There are 3 possible locations. General Yun could be at any one of them.
Nice, that was perfect. That was so good.
That was good. Is it a gold?
No, I don't think so because, oh, nice. Okay, it might be because I just got good Humvee spawn too. As long as I can get the dialogue skip.
It's one of ours.
If I miss the dialogue skip, the whole run is over. So pressure is on. Honestly, it might be worth it to just not do the dialogue skip, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I would say do it. It's not like you would be throwing away an amazing record.
Good news.
Nice, like a boss.
This is the big show, soldier. There's only one thing between us and total victory in this theater, and that's...
You'll be spearheading the assault.
My cat has come to witness history. Ooh, nice
But while you
gold.
don't have to stick with them, heavy armor
Oh
is
wow,
always
that is a
an
nice
asset.
gold. I didn't even notice
Satellite
that.
photos show a large concentration of
Alright, that
aliens
gives me a little
in
more
prisons,
cushion
so
here.
use caution. The Allies have made all their airstrikes available to you. You don't need to be shy about using them here.
Oh, that was kind of a slow kilo steal. That's fine. Yeah, so even with that box, so that gold, that section can actually be another probably 2 or 3 seconds faster.
You'll be killed.
That is a great point, Chris. Pray for no computer despawn.
Oh, I know, right?
The North Koreans have air superiority here. If you don't retreat, you'll be killed.
I should just have like a computer as an emote.
There should be some sort of RNG related emote, I think. That could be something to replace one of the happies.
I could not stop you. I tried, but there was nothing I could
Okay, alright. I'm gonna ask for radio silence now. I need to focus up. Get this spawn
Stop
kill.
who?
Oh man. Pressure is on.
My son, his men tortured me. For weeks, they have tortured me. I could not bear it any longer. He has the codes.
The launch codes?
You must stop him. My son is a desperate man. He will launch his missiles. I know
I'm on it. Hang in there. I'll call in our troops to come get you.
it. Go now.
The Allies questioned President Kim. He gave them the abort codes for the nukes and General Sung's location. I've sent the codes to your PDA and marked Sung's location on your radar. He's launched the missile! No, you've destroyed the computer. There's no way to stop the missiles now. Stay focused. An AN extraction team is on its way for Kim. Now go get Sung.
Too late. I got him! Oh, baby! Oh,
Hi.
baby! Oh, baby!
Sorry, Song. Game
Oh,
over.
shit.
Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
Sorry about that.
I didn't even hear anything. Your mic kind of cut off.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah!
World record hype.
Wow, 2 in a row.
10 seconds.
2 in a row. Cut a nice 10 seconds off. And I like this because my goal was sub 32:30, so this gives me an excuse to go for it again. I'm actually gonna... Should I save my game? Yeah, I guess I'll save the game. Because I can check my, kind of the fun stats, too. Oh, also I'm echoing
It's
through your mic,
just
so if you
awful.
can...
Reports are
fix that,
streaming
that
in
would
at
be
least
good.
100.
Oh, man. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's run through it. So, start off with a pretty good anti-up. I was actually on gold pace after like having verified the 2, but then I just totally lost it while I was trying to shoot the artillery guns. I was kind of just relying on luck, and luck was not in my favor. So it's better to just kind of like keep it steady and fire some good shots there to go through that quickly. Then this split, honestly, I should just delete. The split is the only variable here is what dialogue you get with the South Korean HQ guard. So it looks like I got kind of average dialogue. Stem the Tide was, again, really, really good until the very end, which was like the second time you go to the northern checkpoint. I really struggled because what happened was there was a Jeep that was smoking. It was like very damaged. And I went over there with guns blazing and I hit it a little bit and caught it on fire. And once you do that, the surrounding Jeeps that are driving by, like, they'll freak out. They'll start driving like 1,000,000 miles per hour and they'll just completely go off the road and drive into corners or whatever, and it gets really hard to shoot them. So that was partially bad luck, but mostly that was my fault. And yeah, I lost a solid like 10 seconds there, I think. Maybe even more. The foothold was really good I think my only time loss there was like when I crash landed the helicopter, I landed on the right side of it instead of the left side. So if I land on the left side, I can get into the truck right away, which is nice, but I landed on the right side. Okay, so real quick here, this is really interesting. So I only cut, there's something wrong with the in-game timer. I think this can all but confirms it. Because I only cut 10 seconds, but I just cut, what, 26 plus? I cut almost 40 seconds, or maybe even more than 40 seconds in-game time. That makes no sense. And I suspected this for a while, because one of my old runs, which was actually on the Xbox One S, so it had slower loads, one of my old runs, like from a year and a half ago, had a 28:06 or something as the in-game time. And the run I just got, the record I got yesterday, was a 28:26. So it was almost like 20, I think it was around 20 seconds slower in-game time, even though it was like 40 seconds faster real time. And now we kind of have, and you know, for a while I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. There's no way the loads are saving that much time, because each individual load, I'm only saving like a second on the Xbox One X compared to the One S. But I couldn't really prove it. But now I think I have proof here. There's something weird with the in-game timer, because the run I just did yesterday from the same save file on the same console was only 10 seconds slower real time, but it was like 30 or 40 or 50 seconds slower in-game time. So anyway, I kind of repeated myself like 5 times there, but just kind of something I wanted to point out. This is by the way, this is actually the first time I've beaten the in-game time. Like, I've had like 5 records since that like 28:06 in-game time from a year and a half ago, but none of them have actually beaten the in-game time, so this is the first time I've actually beaten the in-game time. Okay, moving on. The flying one with the money crate, that one's pretty much a gimme. It's pretty hard to lose time there unless you just totally mess up picking up the crate, which for new runners, definitely that can be a thing, but at this point, it's really just not that hard for me to swoop in there and grab it. The Jack contract was really good. I'm actually really happy with that. I lost like 4 seconds off of my gold, but my gold was pretty close to perfect. The only way I could consistently save time there is if I don't snipe the Allied gunners, and I just hope that they don't target some North Koreans that happen to spawn on the road. Because if that happens, then the Mafia guy will go into like an aggroed state, and you won't be able to get the warp with him. As consistently, at least. Playing the odds was pretty bad. I keep making this mistake where I land and I'm hitting left trigger to get out of my helicopter rather than Y. And that makes it so that the Mafia guy isn't getting out of the helicopter. The positive of that is, like, it is a safety strat, actually, because if you keep him in your helicopter, then there's no way he can get faction. Like, he can't increase the reputation for the Mafia, because he can't see anything when you're like blowing up the South Korean Humvees. But the downside is when you get back into the helicopter, you have to wait a little bit for him to get out before you like fly up to target the final South Korean APC. So yeah, I just kind of had a sloppy execution there. Omerta was pretty close to perfect. The only reason I lost time was I went to go target the South Korean Black Hawk that the South Korean officer stands next to, and I was probably like a few frames outside of the draw distance for it. So, and because I was sitting there, my AT missile ended up locking onto like a Jeep that was nearby, so I had to like switch my weapons to unlock, and then yeah, that was like just a tiny time loss. Not a big deal.
Should get me started.
This guy, I lost a ton of time because I messed up the dialogue skip, which again, really easy. It's not a precise dialogue skip, so like what I did was I waited too long to hit Y to talk to the Allied officer or whatever, the Allied HQ guard, which is, you need to get it really close to perfect for the song dialogue skip, but for that one, like, you can switch your weapons and pretty quickly press Y to talk to the officer. Like, you don't need to get the timing so perfect on that. So that was just a really dumb mistake. And then to add insult to injury, I got the worst possible Blackhawk RNG for the Ace of Diamonds. It was so bad that I knew like halfway through the landing that I was like, oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna get this hijack, because if you combine that RNG with Jacob's slower running speed, it's like one of the only scenarios on the Ace of Diamonds that you'll actually miss the Blackhawk hijack. Otherwise, the Blackhawk hijack is super like consistent there. Let's see, what else do we got? South by Southwest was a gold, which I can improve upon that because I actually had a bit of a menuing. I kind of klutzed up the menuing at the beginning to get my helicopter. This guy was very close to perfect. This one was very close to perfect. I was actually really surprised this wasn't a gold. This is the one where you blow up the Chinese tents and then you kill the journalist by the Allied MASH. I don't really know how to do that faster. So I was only like half a second off gold, so that could just be like splitting, like a difference between when I split. But I guess I'm mostly just surprised that I've ever done it that fast. So, and Acid Queen was pretty good. I lost the like half a second to second that I lost there was because I took a little extra time to fire my third AT missile at the chemical complex or whatever, which is not warranted because even if you miss the first shot, you have another one. So in the future, I should really just, as soon as I pick up that ammo, I should start shooting, even if I miss the first shot. And then picking up this one is where you go pick up the South Korean spy. This one was a gold because I had a slightly optimized route. This one, I almost said this during the contract, but I didn't, and I'll say it now. This almost reminded me of like the Gran Turismo 4 license trials that I've been doing on stream recently, where you can, like to get the gold medal for them, you have to be shaving off like hundredths or thousandths of a second, you know, and just do it over and over again. And this to me felt like, oh, I have this like just tiny movement optimization that results in like a faster exit from a corner, right? Because basically what I do is I fly all the way to China and then I make a turn and fly back, right? So I optimize it so that my turn is faster. So it's just kind of funny. And then this one, the bridge contract, was pretty close to perfect. I lost probably half a second to a second because after I shot the computer, I didn't actually think my first shot was going to hit, so I fired a second shot, and that wasted a little bit of time. The King contract was amazing, but I can still save some time because I got stuck on the like little box at the very beginning, which was kind of funny, honestly. I just couldn't jump because I was colliding with that little box. But then I had like a perfect crash landing, which is a planned crash landing, by the way. Like, you want the SAM turrets there to shoot you down. They don't always do it, but if it happens, it's good, assuming that you can kill the King before you crash land, which I did. And then on top of that, I got the best Humvee RNG possible at the Allied MASH, so that was pretty awesome. And then yeah, the Ace of Spades, no complaints here. I knew I was going to be losing some time. My record is just like the one I just got yesterday was really, really clean. Like, I don't even know if I could cut another second off of it, honestly. It was really, really good. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just go through my stats here. Oh, let's see what our new sum of best is. Because I did get some nice new golds here. So, new sum of best is 31.18. So, I have over 40 seconds of wiggle room to get a sub 32. So yeah, I really don't think it'll be a problem. I think I can definitely do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it during this batch of attempts. Again, my immediate goal is just a sub 32.30. So I don't know if I'm going to get a sub 32 on like this go around for New Game Plus. But yeah, that'll definitely be my ultimate goal.